Hey, what's going on, y'all? It is 6:42 p.m., 67 degrees in Houston, Texas. Okay. After I got off of work today, a friend of mine gave me a coupon to go to Luby's, and I love their tea. They sweet tea is the bomb with lemons. But anywho, so on my way get my food and everything, I was like, I might as well do a video because I wanted to explain some things about manifestation, like when you see numbers and everything else. So um I just recently got into it like a few years back because my friend was like, do you ever see numbers? I was like, what you talking about? And she was like, well, I see certain numbers or whatever. And she was like, and I think it means something. I was like, okay. So me being who I am, I like to know new things, especially dealing with like spiritual, everything else. And me and her are like very in sync on a lot of things that be going on. So I was like, I looked into it. I said, it has to mean something. So when I started looking into numbers and everything else, I found out that when you looking into numbers, when you see like repeated numbers and stuff like that or whatever, that means that angels are trying to get your attention, trying to send you a message. And what else I learned is that with numbers is a old language. Before there were words, there were numbers. So it's an old universal language, and that's how, you know, angels communicate. They communicate other ways too, like with songs or through messages through people, but directly a lot of times, to get your attention. For me, maybe it's different for other people, but I notice I get a lot of repeated numbers. And so back then I wasn't open to it, but when I started to be in tune and start just not looking for it, but I just started paying attention. I'm like, well, universe, when I started getting really heavily into trying to change my mindset on things and open myself up to, manifestation and possibilities and start doing the work, I started to see the numbers. And the number that I would always see was 1111 or sometimes 111. Like everybody have their own way of saying exactly like what the definition is to it. And I was just like, well, I like to go to Willow Soul or Joanne numbers or whatever and look at like what it actually means and everything else and see if it resonates with me. But my favorite is Willow Soul because they give you like 4 different meanings on what it actually means. So with me, I was like, well, how can I really explain it to you guys? Like, what does 1111 mean? And so I prayed about it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put it in my words. And child, why I'm acting like I'm so out of breath? I don't know. I guess I'm tired. I'm really tired or whatever, and I have to take this long drive home. But back to the story. 1111 to me, if you follow me on IG, I put it up because I kept seeing the 1111 on my phone and everything else. And another number that came up yesterday was 777. But I'll do another video on that. But 1111 kept coming on my phone. I was like, so I like I was saying, y'all, you just don't know. Bear with me, bear with me. I am so sleepy. I got that itis, y'all. I just got through eating. But I just felt like I had to get this out to y'all. So 1111, to me, what it resonates with me when I was looking at Willow Soul and everything else, and like I said, I pray so I can explain it to y'all. I know I just repeated myself, but yeah. So it means, in a way, my definition is to get it's warning me. It's letting me take heed to exactly what is going on with my thoughts because I'm at a high vibration. My energy is high. So I have to be careful. Like I'm on the right page. and I'm seeing things a little different. My energy is high. Be careful the thoughts. Guard your thoughts. And whenever I see 1111, it's like a reminder to me that what is actually going on. Like, for instance, today, and somebody that's very special to me, we had a little dispute. And I was feeling some kind of way. And I was like, you know what? Let me not get off into all of that right now. Let me just... It was something very petty. But I was like, when I saw 1111, I was like, okay, that means, let me go remember what it means. I know what it means. So I'm like, you want you want something to resonate with you. So I was like, okay, that means to shift my energy, shift my thoughts, and everything else. Let that pettiness go. That's minor, girl. Quit trying to pick a fight. So I'm like, right now, it's all about me manifesting what I really want. And so I just started shifting my energy. And as soon as I started shifting my energy, and I was like putting in the atmosphere exactly what I wanted, like what I want to come to pass, and everything else, I just thought, I was like, because this is the thing. It's like a spiritual portal that's opening up the realm for you to put in everything that you desire. Like, put it in right now. This is the time. This is like the peak time, So when I realized that, I was like, I ain't worried about the pettiness. I was like, let me let that go, and I'm so glad, because sometimes when you holding on to things that it's not even worth it, or you build in your head on some negative shit. But sorry that I cuss, but I'm just saying, we real, we grown. So I'm like, it's not even worth it. I deal with that later. Right now, it's time for me to, I was like, I forgive that. Like, that's nothing. So I just started like thinking about everything I wanted to manifest. And I just started shifting my energy, and it was like pop, 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 pop. Like, I'm just putting in all my requests, my desires, because I know that there was that open portal. Like, this is the time. Like, it's like a money bag. It's like this money bag opens, and you have to pull out your hand, your bag, your bucket, and it's coming through your way. So you want to make sure that you are ready. You are absolutely ready for it. You're open to receive it. So that's how I was looking at it. And the more I was thinking about everything that I wanted, the things that I just truly desire and I want to manifest, I just started putting it in. And then when I got done, I was like, yes. And my friend was like, because I was listening to another YouTuber, and while I was like manifesting or whatever, she gave me confirmation. And I was like, yes. And my friend was like, what's going on with you over there? I said, oh, nothing. And I'm not going to tell y'all until it happens. But I feel so good. And after that, like my special person, we talked or whatever. And it was like, it was so silly of me and everything else and stuff like that. And he was just shaking like, you good? You all right? I was like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. And it was like we was in a good place, And I was like, because I ain't got time. Like, I'm trying to manifest some. Like, that was like, don't let pettiness and everything, stuff that's holding you back, or you feeling some kind of way, or you in your feelings about something. If I tell y'all be like, girl, go sit down. Like, it ain't even that deep. But I was like, I realized that, and I saw where my energy was going. I was like, I ain't got time. I'm shifting this for the positive. So I'm telling you, like, if you do see numbers, like some people see 16, or I see 555 a lot. I see that means new beginning, new changes are coming. I know that 777 I see 111, 222, stuff like that. I see. So anytime I want to remember what it means, I go look it up and everything else and be like, okay, well, this resonates with me today. I receive it. But yeah, so I want to hear from y'all. Tell me, I want to hear y'all thoughts. Like, do you see numbers or whatever? It's around, like I say, it wasn't open to me then. But when I start, like I say, changing my mindset and I start opening to receive and everything else, because I'm going to tell you something, this world, I don't care what nobody say, this world is very magical. You'll be surprised. You really, really be surprised of the miracles and wonders that go on, and how we have so much of an advantage to change our whole world. You know what I mean? So that's all I have for y'all. I'm supposed to get on this road and go home, get some things done so I can start on Friday. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to talk about Friday or whatever. If y'all want to let me know, leave it down in the comments and everything else. But yeah, I want to hear from y'all. And that's all I have. And until then, I shall holla.